It ain't a game no more. We were just getting living. Yesterday.
That just comes easy to me. I don't force things, so I try to do me first. ABC, if that doesn't work, then yeah, I'll make adjustments. It just usually works.
Give me that. Price tag, I ain't looking at the stick that.
So, Indiana wins the tip. I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head, right, during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. I mean, from the time Summer League starts, training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition. And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Now, here's Warren. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. A nice shot by LeVert.
You know, I think this is big for LeVert's confidence because the more he connects from distance, I think the more dangerous he'll become as a shooter and offensive player.
Reed with it. LeVert defending. Going inside. Reed the pass to Stewart. Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Reed. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now, here's McConnell. Guarded by Reed. LeVert kicks to McConnell. Turner with the screen for McConnell. Driving in. It's deflected. Right wing. Now here's Reed. T right on him. Grant the pass to Reed. Now here's Cunningham. He's covered by McConnell. Reed misses. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Now, here's McConnell, guarded by Reed. LeVert kicks to Sabonis. And here's McConnell. 12 points his last outing. Second chance shot. Sabonis with the bucket.
Oh, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles. He's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Here's LeVert after the basket by Detroit. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You know, I think of Karis LeVert as one of those guys capable of going off on any given night for big numbers. He has that kind of explosive ability offensively.
And stolen by McConnell. And here comes the break. Pass to LeVert. Reed with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Grant with a screen on LeVert. Here's Reed. Got a piece of it. And another turnover here by Detroit.
Of LeVert. We've seen it on nights when he gets hot and becomes unstoppable.
Greg, how about that game in 2020 when he went for 37 points in the fourth quarter and overtime alone? LeVert's a player that doesn't know the meaning of the phrase heat check. He can give it to you, boy.
Now here's LeVert. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. We can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, and, you know, it's a tall task. Great offense tends, in most cases, to beat great defense. They've got their work cut out for them.
Now McConnell. Following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. Sabonis sets the pick for LeVert. Pass to Sabonis. Now McConnell. Trying to end the drought. Reed with the rebound.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
He kicks to Grant. Back to Reed. Grant with a screen on McConnell. Reed the pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous effort.
For Detroit. Olenek is checked in for Stewart. Diallo comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Cunningham. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Brissett has checked in for Turner. Torrey Craig comes in for T.J. Ward. Lamb is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Lamb passes to Sabonis to the inside. Here's Brissett. Indiana again missing.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Jackson finds Reed. Olenek a screen on Lamb. Reed the pass to Olenek. The Pistons working the ball around now. Detroit needs to get off a shot. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brissett passes to Lamb. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul.
Detroit called time. Get the right hand thing.
Detroit leading by 6. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart out there with Olynyk. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Reed in at the point guard position. Now here's LeVert. After the miss from Reed.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Moving it up. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Brogdon.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Reed to Joseph. Joseph off a pick from Reed. Out to the right wing.
Abi James Reed bu.
He nails it, and we're tied up. McConnell's got his first bucket of the night.
Repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bay passes to Reed.
James Reed.
Stewart with the screen on McConnell.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off.
Example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
McConnell finds Brogdon. Turner with the screen for Brogdon. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That one doesn't drop. Pass to Reed. Stewart with the screen on McConnell. Down low. And it's sent back by Turner. McConnell with it. Now guarded by Reed. It's deflected. Under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Joseph, the pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. To the middle. And Stewart gets it to go. And the Pistons lead by 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Warren. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out to Turner for 3. No good on that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's LeVert. It goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert for the Pistons. And it's Cunningham in for Joseph.
Jackson. K. Cunningham.
Detroit leading by 4. Reed kicks to Jackson. Back to Reed. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Stewart. And here's Reed. Just 3 to shoot. Back to Stewart from about 16. Again, the Pistons score.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
McConnell finds LeVert. Back to McConnell. And stolen by Bay. And here we go. Here's Reed. And the 3 ball is good. Reed got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Levert. And again, unable to change momentum here.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now, here's Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Reed the pass to Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
Reed with it. Turner covering. Stolen by Warren. It's Levert on the wing. Back to Warren. Three-pointer. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Now, here's Reed. Guarded closely. They set the pick. But Trey, that's in for his 8th bucket tonight. 8 for 11 shooting so far. In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40.
All right. Look who's coming on. With the score, your distance, 49. The Hastings, 34.
Performance from Reed.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for Indiana. In at the forward positions, Warren and Sabonis. T.J. McConnell is out there with Levert, and it's Turner in at the 5.
You know, at the offensive end, I think this is where Grant is most effective. On plays where he can really leverage his athleticism.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. I've been asked to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow. Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Takes it inside. Sabonis trying to get open. Warren, good.
Boy, really hard to stop Warren when he gets moving downhill. I mean, he's got a really strong body, and he also has a pretty tight handle, too.
Stewart with the screen on Levert. Grant kicks to Cunningham. Now, here's Reed. Levert defending, and there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Reed. He's got 21. In the corner, Bay with it. 6 on the shot clock. Grant sets a screen for Bay.
Capable of guarding multiple positions, his lateral quickness allows him to guard both the post and perimeter well.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Warren. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Reed with it. Now defended by Warren. And there's Grant on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. McConnell scanning the floor. And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game. I mean, that is just amazing. One, you got to pass it well, and two, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Warren. Pass to Turner. Basket counts. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Reed. No good from out. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's LeVert. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his sixth rebound here tonight.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really...
Tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to LeVert. Indiana moving the ball around. McConnell passes to Warren. Turner with a screen for Warren. The long distance three is buried. Warren's got 7 points in the game. Pistons leading by 14. And there's the try.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
A shot by McConnell, no good. Detroit's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Stewart kicks to Reed. Cunningham off the pick from Reed. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cunningham's got his second bucket tonight.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Sabonis, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Stewart with the screen on McConnell. Driving inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Boy, because he's got such great confidence in his ball handling skills, he's fearless attacking the rim.
Back to Reed. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
There's Sabonis. That's tipped. Now, here's Reed. 25 points in the game. And it's Grant in the corner. Cunningham with it. Back to Reed. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
All right. Good coming on to the court. Indiana calls timeout.
Pacers trail by 21. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Reed in at point. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Passes it to LeVert. Over Cunningham. And it's LeVert missing.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
2 on the clock. Here's Olynyk.
You know, when Warren gives you that kind of hustle and effort defensively, that's what happens.
Olynyk can't hit. Sabonis high post. Lamb with the screen on Olynyk. Stewart against Warren. Back to McConnell. Sabonis sets the pick for McConnell. It's over Bay. A shot by McConnell, no good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. The pass to Reed. Back to Olynyk. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Warren sets the pick for McConnell. It's LeVert on the wing. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
McConnell passes to Warren. Takes it from 10. Here's Lamb. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for Lamb.
His rate of development and improvement has been steady. Lamb showing real toughness on these difficult finishes.
Pass to Reed. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reed's got 31 points.
Reed.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Cunningham, so the wing on the left. Reed kicks to Bay. Back to Reed. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Cunningham off the pick from Reed. Cunningham's shot is off.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. The league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Shots good by Wyatt.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Passes it to LeVert. With the drive, and he comes up with the deuce. LeVert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's getting smarter at reading these situations, guys. LeVert's basketball IQ and pick and rolls ascending.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's
That's when James Reed.
Now McConnell. The pass to Arte. Screen by Sabonis. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Stewart. Out to the right wing. Miles with a wide open look. And another three for Detroit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Bitadze, the pass to Sabonis. Here's McConnell. Knocks down the 10-footer.
You look at Sabonis, and he clearly is one of the best passing big men in the game because he sees the floor so well.
Reed kicks to Bay. Now, here's Reed. He's covered by McConnell. Miles passes to Cunningham. Cunningham off the pick from Reed. Cunningham's shot is off. And so, LeVert will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Here's McConnell. Rebound, Detroit.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Lyles, and it's Frank Jackson in for Cunningham. It's LeVert with the drive.
Man, what an athlete. Once he gets ahead of steam, Karis LeVert is impossible to stop. Good luck trying.
Jackson kicks to Reed. Detroit, no good that time either. And Indiana shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. And it's LeVert missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the dunk by Stewart.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Craig passes to McConnell. Turner with a screen for McConnell. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. In the corner, Bay with it. The three-pointer, no good. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13. So just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. McConnell kicks to LeVert. Turner with the screen. LeVert with it. Now defended by Grant. And Turner the bucket on the assist by LeVert. 10 points for Miles Turner.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolled into the basket.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Stewart with the steal. Releases. Grant finds Reed. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Jackson from long range. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pistons.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
Pass to LeVert. There's the dish to Turner. Back to LeVert. Pass to McConnell. Inside, Turner. And the layup's good off the glass.
Tossing around that 250 lbs, Turner going right through the contact.
To the middle, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
That's the final buck, and your Pistons win the game. Your Pistons.
Johnny boy, what's up, man?
What can I say? You're on an absolute roll from downtown. Hey, what does it take to stop MP these days?
Prayer?
Okay. Anything else?
You know I don't like the boast, John, but what are you trying to do to me here? Come on.
You don't like to boast.
I like to tell the truth, that's all. And the truth is, you want to stop me, you better pray I miss, because there's no other option. Candace, you up?
Great job tonight, MP. I'm wondering if you can walk us through some of your favorite sets you ran out there.
You know, Candace, Coach did a great job of getting us on the same page since the beginning of the training camp. Now, that's when your habits and your identity are established, and we've been following his lead ever since. So it's not just any one set, it's a mentality.
Okay, what would you say your offensive mentality was tonight?
Treat each possession like it's the last of the game. Don't take anything for granted. Make the right play. React to what the defense gives you, and you do that. The offense take care of itself.
Okay, thanks for your time, MP.
Thank you, Candace.
MP, feel like using the artistic eye of yours for a little something? I've got a photo challenge that I think would be just right for you.
Peace power.